something a little bit different today. Again, this is the 24th of April. If you're just joining us, we're actually looking for authors and entrepreneurs who want to create tiny products, write tiny books, and create tiny courses across three different types of channels. One, audiobooks and audio courses. Two, mini courses with supplemental workbooks and worksheets. And three, and maybe most important to me, tiny books that are published both across our own digital platform and digital physical books on Amazon as well. So essentially, if you want to create a course, you want to create a product or build a productized business, or you want to write tiny books, I'd love to invite you to collaborate with our community. We have a whole bunch of different experimental sort of ideas that we're implementing in the spring and summer of 2024. But essentially, in short, we'll be selling these products on our own marketplace and or your marketplace if you have one as well, and we'll split the profits evenly. You'll be a featured author, creator, / teacher in our community, which has a fairly extensive email list and newsletter audience and YouTube channel and all those sorts of kind of cheat code, head start sorts of benefits that I would have loved to have had at my back when I started creating content years ago. We'll promote our collaboration across our platform and our community channels. And, we're not super active on social media, but lots of newsletter subscribers, as I mentioned, YouTube channel, our Mindful Marketplace community, etc. We also have a private LMS for teaching cohorts, which we pay for, which you would have access to potentially as well. Again, contingent on this landing in the ears of the right clients and community for us. We have a focus on fast. That means high quality, but folks who have a need for speed. We're not interested in milking a book or a product or a course for weeks or months and months, waiting for folks to actually get it done. So if you have this, kind of intense need, an urgent need to start publishing content and getting it out in the world, we're certainly interested in potentially discussing this with you. Every author, entrepreneur, and partner product, book, program, or collaboration we're aiming to publish should be designed and completed in 30 days, preferably less. Again, the profits from all these products will be split evenly. We'll be doing lots of cool and creative collaborations, again, in our private LMS community cohort, which means that you would have access to leading your own community cohorts within a course container in our private LMS. You can actually see that if you want to look at the community. It's mindfulmarketplace.pathright.com. I'll post a link to that as well somewhere below. And we're also interested in folks who just want to collaborate with me and one or two other people on my side to help you actually create your first course, to write your first book, to create your first product, where by phone, we will actually go through a pretty proprietary process. I call this collect, connect, and convert, where we actually take your author insights or your entrepreneurial insights and turn them into audience outcomes and then publish products. So it's a very simple, straightforward, proprietary process that we work together to accomplish for your products, your courses, your books, etc. It's not so much like a ghostwriting process, but it's more of a interrogative, where, I would work with you to kind of extract your knowledge in a way that is most amenable, in my experience anyway, to publish products, publish books, publish courses, coaching offers, etc., that we would create together. And again, we have all sorts of various software that we use in our own brand and business. You've probably seen quite a bit of this in some of the recordings that I've done on YouTube. For an example, micro course or micro learning software as a service tools that are really great, but that costs money that you would have to pay for. Otherwise, things like 7TAPS, for an example, which would cost $100 a month minimum to create courses the way that we do. They're very effective, and you would have access to those, or at least you would have access to a virtual assistant on our side who would create your mini courses for you. I wouldn't, be offering, depending on how many people are interested in this, hundreds of people access to our private tools, but you would have, in other words, via a login, but you would have access to these as something we would do together for your content, your courses, and your community. Again, revenue would be split 50-50. We're doing this via Gumroad and the new collaborators feature simply because it's the most ethical and transparent way of ensuring that all, sales figures are trackable and accurate for all to see, right? Gumroad sends both parties who are collaborating on content, on a product, on a course, or on a community, an email when a sale is made, if there's a refund, which is very rare, at least for me. But if that happens, we both get notified, etc. So there's no, guessing game or concern about the integrity or honesty in the process. So all of this is sort of a work in progress, and hopefully lots of folks who will be hearing this, some on YouTube, which I don't expect to be many, but in our private community for sure, I'm going to be sending this out as well. And hopefully many of you who've always wanted to start a digital marketing business of one type or another, again, writing, teaching, creating around a topic that you're passionate about, an issue, a cause, a community, whatever it is that you would like to build in your brand and in your business, especially if you're interested in mindfulness, mental health, personal growth, entrepreneurialism, spiritual development, etc. These are the topics that we're most interested in touching in the initial phases of this rollout. Our mission is to empower a new generation of authors and entrepreneurs to write tiny books, teach tiny courses, and build a new digital media brand for yourself and in concert with our own community. And our aspiration, of course, is to make a meaningful difference in mental health, self-care, community wellness, and enlightened entrepreneurship in our own communities and around the world. Alone, we can change a neighborhood. Together, we can change the world. I believe that. Teach what you know. Do what you love. Wake up the world with your work. If this is of interest to you, I would love for you to reach out. You can also click on the link below, which I'm going to post at least on social media and on YouTube, which will give you the opportunity to sign up for free to get more details about the process, via email, and that's on Gumroad. The product announcement list is on Gumroad. Thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or just reach out to me, mindfulmarketplace@gmail.com for more. Thanks again.